Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning into this new video. There's been quite a lot of changes since my last video, so I'm here ready to give you guys a new exciting little update on what's been happening. But the most important part of the update that's been quite the change since the last video you've seen is I am in a new house. And the new house came with lots of challenges, but with including all the new renovations, you know, to fix up the house and what the old problems were, get those patched away and get the house looking like new again. But the most important part is new house means new layout. So let's get started. So here is the new train room. As you already can see, I've got many of the followers of the channel have seen this before. This is my 4x8 module layout that I put together with Doug's layout, and he's also got a 4x8. But here is the new train room. So I got my drums over here on the right, and at the moment I got a temporary work table over here. But this room used to be nasty, like egg yolk yellow, and it used to have terrible, like matted, dirty, tan carpet down here. So I mean, complete, just ugly. So I worked real hard, you know, got this all fixed up. The walls conveniently, you know, are a nice blue shade for, you know, conveniently the blue sky for the layout. And the floor looks so much better than that nasty matted carpet. And I mean, this took a lot of work to get to this point. So we'll go down this way, and we've got the hallway and got the floors through all here. We've got two bedrooms, one here and one down there. So let's talk a little bit about how the layout's going to be and what my current thoughts are on the concept. So as you come down the stairs, right here I'm going to have the table come out 4 feet. So what my thought is, I have a 4-foot walkway here, 4-foot walkway continues here, to the wall, and then the 4-foot walkway through the hallway. Because my utility room with the water heater and such is right here, so if I ever need to get a new one, it'll be easy access back up to the stairs. So like I was saying, is right here I'm thinking about an engine terminal of some sort, and then, you know, having 4 feet deep or so right here, and that 4-foot walkway will come about to here. So I'm thinking then this whole area pretty much can be real estate for the new train layout. So we'll have a bit of an L shape here. I'm planning on 072 curves, so I can fit absolutely anything. And you know, I can't fit an 072 curve around here, so that's why my thought is have just an engine terminal over here. But the whole layout will go right in here, and then where this 4-foot walkway is, I'm thinking that wherever the tracks happen to be, I'm gonna have a couple removable bridges, because then I'll extend the layout out over to here and fill up all this area. So like I was saying, I'll have 072 curves, and then I'll be able to fit 072 curves over here, a couple sidings, and maybe some other sidings in this little indention here for some industry, and I think it'll turn out really, really nice. So yeah, here's the room, and the first bedroom right here, like I said earlier, I've got my temporary work table here, and you see I've got some stuff taken apart. This work table and all the other work-related items are gonna come into this room. And don't mind my nasty blue lighting, that's gonna get changed out. But this will be the workroom for everything I need to do. And it's very convenient because I really want to put an air spray booth so I can do some weathering once I get to that point. And I can just open up this window and let all the fumes and have a fan to take everything out of there, especially if I were to get like a laser engraver or anything else that requires any sort of exhaust. So that works out really conveniently. So like I said, that table from over there will be in here, and any other stuff I need in here to make a workroom. So I'm thinking of putting up pegboards so I can have all my wires and tools and everything. And I think it's gonna turn out really nice in the end. It's gonna take quite a bit of work, not only to start the whole layout in that room, but then to get my whole workroom set up, which I've never really had a dedicated space to really work on things. And that's something I really like to do is, one, like paint and weather, and then just work on things and have a dedicated area that's ready and set up, ready to go, to just start immediately on a project and not have to shuffle things around, and you know how the whole thing happens. So going back into this room, layouts in here, and then my other thought is that right here I'm gonna have a nice little spur, and I'll have a lift out bridge right here, and I'll have some tracks, and I may remove this door, I don't know yet. It's still in the works. I have a couple yard tracks right here, so I can store at least 2 or 3 trains in here, and maybe have some other stuff, maybe come around the corner, some 036 curves, something that I can have a dedicated switcher diesel or steam engine in here that can do a little bit of shunting and just get the trains ready, so then it could just pull it right out here onto the main line and go out to the rest of the layout. And then over there, get the engines from the engine terminal, bring them out, connect up to the train. So the other thing I'm really excited to show you guys is we've got some new rolling stock and some new engines. You know, this is the first time it's actually being shown on the channel, and I've actually had one of the two for over a year now. Just haven't gotten around to showing you. You know, it's been such a crazy time with work and then moving into the new house and everything. It's just, whew. I'm sure you can understand. So let me flip the camera around here. This is the second new edition. My buddy Matthew had 2 of these, the green version and the brown version, and he's selling off some of his trains because he's going out of the country for school. So I was really excited that I made sure I was one of the first guys to be on the list for this. So I got a really great deal. It's the MTH Premier PS2 version. You know, I know there's newer versions, but he's had this forever, and I've always run it every time I go to his house, and so it just made sense. I take it to my house and let it live in the family, let's say. But it's really nice. You know, the pantographs go up and down. They're not motorized, but they're operating, and it's just really nice. I've got this. It's a solid die-cast shell. It's just beautiful. So I've got this, and then I've got 7 of the passenger cars here. Here are the other. You can see where the one's missing. But we got 7 cars set to go along with it, and eventually I'll put people in here and everything, and especially when I get that workroom built, just detail these really nicely. And that's what I plan to do with a lot of the passenger cars that I have. Even the Rail King ones, you know, they're a little bit smaller scale, maybe a little less detail, but I'd like to put people in them and just kind of add as much detail as I can to them and work with what I've got. So that is the second one. I recently got that probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, so that's very new. The other one is in this Lionel box right here. Kind of just deciding if I should tell you guys about it yet, or if I should just wait for another video. I'm kind of thinking I should wait for another video, keep your anticipation going. But that is a pride and joy of mine that I've bought. So very excited. I think I'll wait for another video to show you guys that, and we can get both the GG1 and that engine on the layout and running, and show you guys all the sights and sounds of it. So it's a very exciting time. So the next step in the process obviously is to start disassembling the old O-scale layout, which is a bittersweet moment because I'm very excited to bring it over to this house and actually start building a real layout. Bittersweet, like I said, but I worked pretty hard at that as a kid and building it, so it's a bittersweet moment, but I'm definitely very excited to bring it here and start a real layout. You know, the old O-scale layout, as I'm calling it, is I basically went to Walmart and I bought, I don't know what size folding tables, of the white Lifetime folding tables, and laid some track down, got some foam to give elevation, and got a big green cloth to cover it all on for that grass look. It's very green, but I mean, it served a good purpose and it did its job. But that layout was a really good learning curve along with my HO scale layout, on what I want to do now for this layout. You know, this layout now I'm wanting to do real, I don't know if you can hear him. He is a talkative guy. But you know, like how I did my HO scale layout is it was made out of wood, you know, made the bench work and then laid down the track, did the ballast, you know, used foam and actual like, you know, woodland scenic scenery products to actually build the scenery of the layout. And, you know, that is what I'm really wanting to do on this layout, just to get that next extra step of realism. So I'm very excited, and I hope you guys join me along in this journey, and I definitely am going to make update videos on now that it is time to move the layout to the house, now that I'm in the house, and I'll bring you guys along with me.